Hi everyone, I'm back in more ways than one. I'm back on my channel. I'm also back home in Singapore. So my journey has come to an end. I've spent 15 months abroad and I'm finally back in Singapore. I'm back in Singapore. It's so warm, it's so humid. I miss spring already. I miss the lack of humidity out in other countries. And it's not something I could change, but at the same time I do notice a lot of good things being back in Singapore, and it actually feels good to be back. I also would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has supported me in my journey and in my channel, in any of my videos. You have watched any of my videos, have supported me, dropped any comments, or even contacted me directly to check on myself while I'm away, and I'm grateful for that. I also would like to give special thanks to people who have supported me financially through buying me a coffee, and there's not many people, it's like 3 people, and 3 people really surprised me because they weren't 3 people whom I expected to. I don't think I hoped to receive anything. It was just something I set up because it was recommended by my friend whom I met in Georgia. And these 3 people I want to give special thanks is Nancy. I haven't known her for so long. She was actually my customer while I was working my previous job, and we had a good relationship going on. And yeah, that was surprising. Samuel Cooper. I don't know who Samuel Cooper is. He contributed to and bought me a coffee on the website, and it's from New Zealand. I appreciate it so much, thank you. And also Ting Yui, which is one of my most recent friends while I was climbing before I left. Yeah, so these 3 people, not my longest friends, yet I've received support from them, and I am eternally grateful, and it's really, really surprising for me. Funny thing is, when I first started traveling, I had a different plan in mind. I think if you were to go to my very first vlog, and my plans was to travel to all the stans, the Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, and all the stans. But 15 months later, I did not touch any of the stans. I did not go to plan at all, and I ended up going to 5 countries in 15 months, which is Turkey, Georgia, Armenia, Portugal, Morocco, and Iran. So yeah, maybe 6 countries altogether. And this is vastly different from my previous backpacking, where I traveled about 14 countries of 16 countries in like 7 months. And that was a different type of travel. This is like a different type of travel. And yeah, nothing went according to plan. Should I say my plans changed along the way. And a lot of my destinations rely on gut feeling and what I'm looking for. And this is something I will share with you in another video, and what I actually am looking for and what I found during my travel. So since my last video, which was in Armenia, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Armenian Zoo, I was in Portugal and Morocco for a bit. I did not do any videos there because I was there to rendezvous with my family. And then I went to Iran for about 3 months and back home. So Iran, I did not do any video for several reasons. One of the reasons is that because I knew it was the end of my trip and I was not in the headspace of creating content. So I apologize for that. And a lot of my headspace was on what I'm going to do next, what I'm going to do when I get home, and what my plans are. And I had to wrap my head around that, and what have I learned throughout this trip that I'm going to use thereafter. And that is my headspace. And also I think there's also kind of security reasons. I don't really like speaking down on countries that I've traveled to, but I guess for this case I had an incident where my phone almost got snatched while I was walking down the street near a park in Tehran, and that made me kind of uncomfortable having my camera out and about in the streets. So that was also part of the reason why I didn't do any videos there. So what's going to happen to my vlog now, my travel vlog, when I'm no longer traveling? I think my next few videos would be about what I've gathered through my travels, what I've learned, and I will inevitably transition to my personal vlog channel. It might not have a lot to do with traveling anymore, so if you're expecting travel videos, then I might not be able to cater to that. You might be able to find better content elsewhere. So I probably will transition it to my personal vlog, since I kind of grown to enjoy vlogging a little bit, although it still gives me a bit of anxiety doing that. And yeah, I think it's something I wish to continue doing, although it might not be as frequent as I like it to be. So my plans now would be to get back to work. I need to find some work to gather some funds if I'm ever to travel again, or if I will ever travel again. I'm not sure. I don't have any plans in the near future for traveling, but for now I have to gather some funds. I'm not born with a silver spoon, so I do not have like unlimited funds to fly everywhere. So it is something. I also want to work towards remote working. I think this is something that might suit me really well. And also to escape this really hot and humid weather in Southeast Asia. So those are my plans, to work towards having some funds, and also on the side work towards remote working. So in summary of this short video of an update from my previous video when I was in Armenia, which is like 5 months ago, that my travel has come to an end, and I appreciate all the support I've gotten throughout this 15 months. And my vlog currently would be slowly transitioning into my personal vlog or my personal life, what I'm setting out to accomplish and my updates on that. It might not have as much to do with traveling anymore. So if you're looking for any traveling content, maybe you'll find it elsewhere. If you want to continue to see what's going on with me and what I'm doing, you can stay subscribed or subscribe. But if you just want something to do with traveling, then maybe my channel is no longer for you. Stay tuned for future videos where I'll share with you something a bit more personal on what I've learned throughout my travel, what I was looking for, what I found. And also if you have any questions regarding, I guess, traveling that you think I can answer, then yeah, do put in the comments and I will try to address it through the comments, also through future videos. So thank you so much for everything. Till next time.